This simple morning ritual I'm about to share will give you more energy and mental clarity than people half your age. I'm 94 years old, I live alone, and I wouldn't trade my health for anything in the world. People often ask me what my secret is, expecting some complicated, expensive regimen. They're always surprised when I tell them it all comes down to the first hour of my day. Most people are starting their day in a state of chaos, a silent panic that sets the tone for the rest of their 24 hours. They're frustrated by that constant feeling of being tired, of their minds being foggy, and their bodies feeling stiff and unreliable. I see it in the faces of so many people, this resignation to feeling old long before their time. But what if I told you that you have the power to change that narrative, to reclaim your vitality, and to build a body and mind that will carry you through a long, beautiful life? The truth is, the foundation of a healthy, energetic life isn't built in the gym or with a cabinet full of supplements. It's built in the quiet moments after you wake up, in the simple, intentional habits that most people overlook. But here's the twist: it's not about adding more to your plate, it's about doing less, but with incredible focus. Stay with me because the first habit I'm going to reveal is something you can do in the next 60 seconds, and it will fundamentally change the way your body and mind greet the day. Let's be honest for a moment. How many of you wake up feeling like you've already run a marathon? That buzzing alarm clock is the starting pistol for a race you never signed up for. You immediately grab your phone, flooding your brain with a torrent of notifications, emails, and the world's problems before your feet have even touched the floor. This immediate spike in cortisol, the stress hormone, is like pouring gasoline on the smoldering embers of anxiety. It sets off a chain reaction in your body, leaving you in a reactive, fight or flight state for the rest of the day. You're constantly playing catch up, feeling drained before you've even had breakfast, and wondering why you have no energy left for the things you truly love. I've seen it time and time again with my own friends and even my younger family members. They accept this constant state of fatigue as a normal part of aging or modern life. But it's not. It's a symptom of a misaligned morning, a foundation built on sand, and the long term effects are more insidious than just feeling tired. We're talking about chronic inflammation, a weakened immune system, and a mind that struggles to focus and remember. It's a slow erosion of your vitality, happening one chaotic morning at a time. The real secret comes at the 2-minute mark, so don't even think about checking your email just yet. We've spent enough time on the problem. Now it's time to rebuild your morning from the ground up, starting with habit number 1, which I call the first 60 seconds. Habit 1, the first 60 seconds. The moment your eyes open before you move a single muscle to get out of bed, I want you to do one thing: smile. It might feel silly at first, even forced, but I want you to hold that smile for a full 60 seconds. This isn't just some feel good nonsense. There's a profound physiological reason for this. The physical act of smiling, even a forced one, sends a signal to your brain to release endorphins, those wonderful little chemicals that act as natural mood elevators and pain relievers. You are quite literally setting the emotional and biochemical tone for your entire day in that first minute. While you're holding that smile, I want you to do a full body scan. Wiggle your toes, feel the texture of the sheets against your skin, and then, slowly, take the deepest breath you've taken since yesterday. Fill your lungs completely, feeling your belly expand, and then exhale with a long, audible sigh. This single deep breath oxygenates your blood, wakes up your nervous system in a gentle, calming way, and tells your body that you are safe and in control. Most people miss this crucial step because they believe the day starts when their feet hit the floor. I'll explain why that's a huge mistake. The day actually starts in your mind, in that precious gap between consciousness and the chaos of the to-do list. Wait until you see what happens next when you combine this with my second habit. By consciously choosing to activate your body's rest and digest system before the fight or flight of the day kicks in, you are creating a buffer against stress. Now, here's a micro solution for those who find it hard to remember. Place a small, cheerful object on your nightstand. It could be a photo, a flower, anything that naturally makes you smile. Let that be your visual cue to begin the first 60 seconds. Habit 2, the sunrise sip. Before you even think about coffee, before you let that caffeine-induced jolt hijack your system, I want you to head to the kitchen and prepare what I call the sunrise sip. It's simple, it's cheap, and it's one of the most powerful things I do for my health. In a large glass, I mix warm water, not hot, not cold, but warm, with the juice of half a lemon and a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Lemon water is nothing new, right? But here's where most people go wrong, and it's a critical distinction. The warm water is key because it's less of a shock to your digestive system, which is still waking up. It gently coaxes your gut into action, helping to flush out the toxins that your body has been processing overnight. The lemon juice is a fantastic source of vitamin C and potassium, but more importantly, it helps to balance your body's pH levels, creating a more alkaline environment where disease has a harder time thriving. And the cayenne pepper? That's the real secret weapon. A tiny pinch is all you need. It's a powerful circulatory stimulant, meaning it gets your blood moving, warms you up from the inside out, and kickstarts your metabolism for the day. Think of it as a gentle internal furnace. The traditional approach is to chug cold water, which can actually cause your digestive system to constrict. The sunrise sip is the opposite. It's a warm, gentle awakening. I want you to try this now and see what happens. Tomorrow morning, instead of reaching for your coffee maker, try this simple drink. Notice how it makes you feel. Don't skip ahead. The game changing tip on how to supercharge this drink comes right after this. For an extra boost, I sometimes add a teaspoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. This can be a bit strong for beginners, so start with just the lemon and cayenne. Comment yes if you've ever felt that afternoon slump and are ready to try a morning drink that provides sustained energy, not a quick spike and crash. Habit 3, the Mind Gardener method. With my sunrise sip in hand, I don't turn on the television or listen to the news. The world can wait. Instead, I sit in my favorite chair, preferably near a window, for what I call my mind gardener practice. This isn't about emptying your mind or achieving some enlightened state of meditation. It's much more practical. For 5 minutes, I simply observe my thoughts as if they were clouds floating by in the sky. I acknowledge them without judgment. Ah, there's the worry about the leaky faucet. There's the happy memory of my granddaughter's visit. I don't try to stop them or change them, I just watch them come and go. But here's the active part, the gardening part of the method. I consciously choose to plant a few seeds for the day. These are not grand ambitions, but simple, positive intentions. Today, I will take the time to truly savor my lunch. Today, I will be grateful for the feeling of the sun on my skin. Today, I will have a cheerful conversation with the mail carrier. This simple act of setting a positive intention frames your entire day. It gives your mind a direction, a focus, instead of letting it wander into the weeds of worry and complaint. So many people try traditional meditation and fail because they think the goal is to have no thoughts. The Mind Gardener method embraces the thoughts but puts you in the driver's seat. Option A is to let your mind run wild with the anxieties of the day. Option B is to spend just 5 minutes planting the seeds of gratitude and intention. Which one do you think leads to a more peaceful and productive day? Most people miss step number 4, and it's arguably the most important for physical longevity. I'll explain why. If you find your mind is especially busy, try this troubleshooting tip. Hold a small object in your hand like a smooth stone. Whenever you find yourself lost in a train of thought, gently squeeze the stone to bring your focus back to the present moment. Habit 4, the 15-minute joint jumpstart. Now that my mind and my gut are awake and aligned, it's time to wake up my body. And no, I'm not talking about a grueling workout. I'm 94 after all. My routine is all about gentle, purposeful movement that lubricates my joints and gets my lymphatic system flowing. Think of your lymphatic system as your body's garbage disposal. If it's stagnant, toxins build up, leading to inflammation, stiffness, and illness. Movement is the only pump for this crucial system. My joint jumpstart takes just 15 minutes, and I do it in my living room. I start from the ground up with simple ankle and wrist circles, 10 in each direction. Then I move to gentle knee bends, being careful not to push past any discomfort. From there, it's hip circles, as if I'm tracing a small hula hoop in the air. This is incredibly important for maintaining mobility and balance as we age. But the real secret to this routine comes at the 10-minute mark, spinal rotations. I stand with my feet shoulder width apart and gently twist my torso from side to side, letting my arms swing freely. A healthy spine is a healthy life. This simple motion helps to hydrate the discs in your vertebrae and keeps your back flexible. So many people jump straight into high intensity exercise, which can be a shock to a sleeping body. My method is about honoring your body's natural rhythm, waking it up gently and respectfully. If you experience a twinge of pain in your knee during the bends, try this modification. Hold on to the back of a sturdy chair for support and only bend as far as feels comfortable. The goal is lubrication, not strain. Pause this video and try one of these moves with me right now. Stand up and do 10 gentle ankle circles. Can you feel that subtle activation, that gentle awakening? This small investment of 15 minutes a day pays dividends in the form of effortless movement, better balance, and freedom from the aches and pains that so many people accept as inevitable. Habit 5, the purposeful plate. The final piece of my morning puzzle is how I break my fast. My philosophy is simple. My first meal of the day is not about filling my stomach. It's about fueling my brain and body with purpose. I call it the purposeful plate. For me, this almost always consists of a small bowl of oatmeal, but not the instant, sugary kind. I use slow cooked rolled oats, and I load it up with three key ingredients: a handful of walnuts for those essential omega 3 fatty acids that are so crucial for brain health, a sprinkle of cinnamon to help regulate my blood sugar, and a spoonful of blueberries, which are packed with antioxidants. This combination provides me with slow release energy that sustains me for hours, without the spike and crash you get from sugary cereals or pastries. I also practice what's called mindful eating. I don't stand at the counter or eat in front of the television. I sit at my table, I look at my food, I appreciate the colors and textures, and I chew each bite slowly. This simple act not only improves my digestion, but it also cultivates a sense of gratitude for the nourishment I'm about to receive. Compare this to grabbing a donut and a coffee on the run, a combination that sends your blood sugar on a roller coaster and sets you up for a mid morning energy crash. What you eat is important, but how you eat is just as crucial. Here's a real world example. A neighbor of mine who's in his late 60s was always complaining about his brain fog. I suggested he swap his morning toast and jam for my purposeful plate for just 1 week. He later told me it was a revelation. He felt sharper, more focused, and had more energy than he'd had in years. It all comes back to starting your day with intention, from the thoughts you think to the food you eat. So there you have it, 5 simple yet powerful habits that have kept me healthy, sharp, and living independently at 94 years old. It's not about expensive supplements or grueling workouts. It's about building a foundation of intentionality, starting with the very first minute of your day, the first 60 seconds to set your mind right, the sunrise sip to awaken your body gently, the mind gardener method to cultivate a positive mindset, the 15-minute joint jumpstart to keep your body mobile and pain-free, and the purposeful plate to fuel your day with high-quality energy. Each one of these habits builds upon the last, creating a powerful synergy that will transform not just your mornings, but your entire life. Now, this is just the beginning. The way you end your day is just as important as the way you start it. If you're ready to learn more, watch next. My 5 evening habits for restful sleep at 94, where I share how I ensure my body gets the deep restorative rest it needs. To make this even easier for you, I've put together a simple one-page guide with a step-by-step breakdown of everything we've talked about today. You can save it to your phone or print it out. The link is in the description below. And finally, if you're serious about reclaiming your health, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because in part 2 of this series, I'm going to reveal the one food that I absolutely avoid at all costs to protect my memory and stay sharp as a tack. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for spending this time with me. Your journey to a healthier, more vibrant life starts tomorrow morning.